You're right now in the most exciting era of AI for sure. Don't spend your time on building what people don't need, and just follow the market and your passion.
Thank you for joining us, Ivan. Welcome to AllAboutAI.com exclusive interview series.
I was doing a PhD in applied mathematics. It was trajectories designed for scientific spacecrafts for space telescopes. And this applied mathematics naturally came into the machine learning field. I was just exploring things that were growing online in 2015. Tried some quantitative trading, and basically soon it went into the time series prediction, time series forecasting, and then I discovered this world, amazing world of natural language understanding. Got completely drawn away by it, and ended up with trying to apply natural language understanding to helping people gain their professional knowledge and navigate their career. That's basically where it came from. Yeah, sure. So we understood that there's a big need in personal wiki for professionals because we are overloaded by information, and there are some bookkeepers, bookmark and note keeping tools, but like Evernote is there in the market, and there were a lot of bookmarking things around. They didn't have AI under the hood. They didn't have a good full text search implemented. So you could save stuff, but you cannot really navigate it well. And I was really, I was trying to focus on this problem and solve it, because you don't need a library if you cannot search within it. And then we started building a library with my co-founder, and we wanted to make it visual, self-organizing, with good UI and UX, which is really important for your day-to-day usage, for any PLG-based product, for any customer-facing product. So we didn't focus on enterprise at all. We just wanted to build a product for prosumers. And then OpenAI released its API, and it became obvious that the next generation of search is not just full-text search, it's a Copilot-driven experience. All your knowledge just a question away, and ultimately help you to gain knowledge proactively, because most of the systems right now are reactive. You have to query things, you have to query Google in order to come up with some new ideas, new solutions. So you have to start this process on your own. But the next generation of tools should be proactive, not reactive. So we understand what you are researching, we understand what you're saving, what you're reading, and then we come up with the ideas on how we can augment this knowledge flow that you're working on, and how we can help you to solve your professional task ultimately. For example, I'm trying to deploy a large language model on some chip, and I'm researching that. I don't have to query everything by myself. I just need an agent that would be able to gather this information for me and come up with a solution. We have a few key differences. One of them is that we're trying to grab full text of any source that is saved. So we are pretty source agnostic, and we read any web page that is saved to IKI. We are trying to of course, it's not like 100%, but we are trying to be around 90% of the pages that we can fully extract text from, and then be able to chat about its content. We also support YouTube videos via Whisper transcription. So, but these are like technical differences. Then there is a huge UI difference in terms of how easy and how visual is the product, and how obvious is it to onboard it, and where does Copilot live? Like, what context does it have? Because a lot of products, they claim they have a Copilot, but they don't extract information from your links, and then it's hard to understand where is it getting information from. So is it from the particular document, or is it from the whole library, and so on? We are trying to make this that simple. And also the other difference is that we have the community and an index of resources, public resources that were uploaded by people, and you can search within this whole public index, which is pretty much a curated index of knowledge that is shared for everyone inside IKI. So you don't just benefit from your own library, but you can collaborate with your peers and generally benefit from people's knowledge. Yeah, sure. So, for example, I was researching agents topic, and models. There is a number of relevant things out there already, and it's hard to navigate them unless you have everything in one place. So you have like 50 different web pages describing different algorithms and architectures. I just created a collection, put all the stuff in there, and then I'm able to query it, like what's the difference between self-reflection and React architecture? What are the benefits? What are the downsides? What are the implementations inside a Llama index, for example? And then I get these answers without manually comparing things. That's important. Perplexity cannot do it because they are too broad in terms of their resources, and it's hard for them to cherry pick the particular things related to particular libraries and solutions, First of all, we have this community thing. Then we are basically the previous question kind of answers it. We are trying to be reading all that people save, all the text that people are interacting with. So it's very important for the Copilot quality. And then I mentioned the UI part, UX. We're making the product that is easy to use for Dutch legal professionals, for example, which are pretty like not the same guys as Silicon Valley tech geeks, and that's the differentiation by a lot, because I know pretty good products, and I would say pretty good projects, not exactly products, which started from GitHub repositories, and they have a lot of sophisticated functional, but they are too hard to be adopted by non-tech people. That's super important. So the key features are, first of all, your personal library, where you can drop stuff and then you get nice cards. You can open any source inside IKI and just read it's inside without going to the web page. Then you get Copilot in any context, so you can chat with a single document or material, you can chat with your whole library, you can chat with a collection, and you can share a collection with a Copilot based on it. So it's a super viral and easy way to gather your knowledge and then share it on social media. For example, my collection on agents gained like over 100,000 views on Twitter, although my account is pretty small. And it went pretty viral. So people like to share knowledge in this format. Then there is search, Copilot in different contexts, the full IKI index, web search, and your library. And then there is a community part where you can share your collections with the people on the platform and check what your peers save to their libraries if they make it public, because you can always make a choice if your material is public or private. We are supporting PDFs, web pages, docx would be supported soon. We support TXTs, YouTube videos, and you can write notes also. And then web pages include a broad set of resources like Medium, GitHub. I wouldn't say we can parse everything, because there are some web pages that protect themselves from parsing, but you can save LinkedIn posts pretty well, and we try to prioritize the knowledge sources common for professionals like me and people working in machine learning area and generally in tech area. Right now, so we had a recommendation engine and like a personal feed of recommendations, but we lately understood that it doesn't really solve the information overload problem. It's more of creating another informational flow that you don't need actually. So we deprecated that functional, and right now we just have related materials. So if you save anything, then we have related materials in the right side of the screen. That's just by title similarity. It works pretty well. And it's always good to just be aware of the other articles on this topic. It's a good discovery pattern. And then I guess that's the only thing that we do recommend. Then there's also an option to enlarge your collection, like augment your collection with the relevant materials. It also works by title similarity. Works pretty well. If you're trying, for example, to research some topic and then you just hit this button and it automatically augments your collection with all the knowledge that we have inside IKI on this topic. Right now, the answer is no, but where we're going is this agentic thing that if we discover that you're researching some topic, then we would proactively collect some knowledge on this topic from the top resources like Archive and the recent publications on LinkedIn and Medium, and then just come up with the digest of what is probably relevant to you in a form of notification. That's kind of a good mechanics that researchers I think will appreciate. So right now we have prioritized Notion and Obsidian and Google Drive integrations. They're coming late summer because that's just what our users want and where they currently save their knowledge, and they want to seamlessly upload it to IKI during onboarding. And then we're gonna figure out what's next. Probably is gonna be Slack, links collector, and I'm not sure we're gonna go into the Microsoft ecosystem because it's very it's on its own, I would say. Yeah. So right now we have sharing options for collections. You can just share it online, doesn't matter, through the web link. And then we have an option to collaborate on a collection. We're gonna have team spaces soon. That's a very important feature for us. So you'll be able to drag and drop your knowledge from your private library to your team space and then back and forth. And obviously in this team space, there are going to be multiple accounts collaborating. That's important for small and medium businesses to work together on some knowledge base, on their company's knowledge base normally. But that's pretty much it. The rest is just integrations. So if you want, normally, if you are collaborating on some company's knowledge, you don't want to make it public. So you can just make it private, and that's it. So you'll be able to you'll be sure that just your team members see what's happening, and then you'll see activity within this space. And then if you are sharing materials publicly, so you're creating some public things, there are likes, comments, and stuff like that. So you'll be able notes which are public. So you'll be able to see who's interacting with your material, but not to a large extent of some statistics, for example. We don't provide that yet, but probably we'll have a number of views soon, which is depicted on the. We take advantage of AWS infrastructure, and pretty much this issue is solved within their ecosystem. So we're SOC 2 compliant, and that basically is it. Sure. First of all, we have Dutch lawyers who were unable to search within a large number of PDFs containing core decisions, like public core decisions that they were referring to when working on new use cases. And we were able to help them with that, just creating this data pack of public core decisions. And then they're able to augment it with their own knowledge inside their library, their own documents, their own cases. And it became super easy for them just to make a prompt, describe their case in brief, and then ask question, what's going to be the solution in this case? How does this case how it was resolved before, and basically they're getting drafts of their future solutions, future cases. That saves them really a lot of time. Then there are companies collaborating on some like building tech things like us, and it's super easy for them to share tech knowledge, tech expertise within their team just by creating a collection and sharing it with their peers. Because, for example, if you're trying to build advanced RAG, there is a lot of material you can get lost in the web, but you can just create a curated collection and be sure that your team members are aware of the most important sources. And we do have that use cases. We also have requests from larger companies and even from a network of universities. I wouldn't disclose that for now, but we have a letter of intent from a large number of a network of universities that would like to have this solution for their students. That's a huge case for us, and we are happy that people that our vision resonates with the guys in academia, because I'm from academia, and it warms my heart when I understand that we can shorten the path to knowledge discovery and knowledge sharing in the area. Oh, it's a super hard question because, now the pace is that fast that you cannot predict even where we're going to be within a year, I would say. So obviously we see these moves of Gen AI coming to consumer apps, and Apple made a huge move in the area. Google's going to follow. So the horizontal solutions will be probably owned by tech incumbents, and there's a lot of opportunity right now in niche space, especially in B2B area. A lot of different solutions, and even industries, a lot of cases will be automated by just taking the existing workflow and then automating with the agentic workflow, or augmenting it with the knowledge injections in different points of this process, because a lot of knowledge workers are doing research manually, and a lot of knowledge workers are involved in some routine pipelines that they have to execute manually. That's all going to be automated for sure. But right now, the problem, you've probably seen this article about this mismatch between Gen AI investments and revenues, recent publication by Sequoia. There is really a gap right now because investments have spiked, but the returns are still few companies are making good returns except OpenAI, and they're yet to come. So I think we'll see that the market really would come to a balance. Solutions that earn will get more traction, and some visionary things will eventually boil down, and we'll see less hype around Gen AI. So it's going to be more practical. But I think we're going to have next generation models that could be a total game changer. And the problem is they could come to PhD level, and that would be a real competition with humans. So imagine like ChatGPT will be a good search engine, and then is going to be reasoning even better than now. So it eventually could replace a lot of general purpose knowledge workers, not really experts, not PhD level ones. That's going to be a problem, and I don't see any good ways to mitigate it, and that's going to change the labor market by a lot, but we'll see. Yeah, you're right now in the most exciting era of AI for sure, and just move fast, see what resonates with your potential clients. Don't build anything before validating it. For sure, don't spend your time on building what people don't need, and just follow the market and your passion. Thank you so much for inviting me, for having me, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.